In today's video, I'm going to share with you a couple of tips to get an awesome dog portrait with pastels. So before we start, all these tips can be used for any other animal or a pet portrait drawing, so even if you're not planning on drawing a dog in particular, make sure to listen to this video, as there are some very cool tips and tricks that will help you advance when it comes to your pastel skills. Alright, so first of all, having a solid sketch is the base for a good looking drawing. So if you are one of those artists who likes to have a very good and precise sketch, either sketch it freehand until you get the satisfying results, as this particular paper, which we are going to speak about later on in the video, is very forgiving when it comes to sketching, layering and blending, so you can easily have thousands of lines here as a sketch, and then as you go on with the colors, they will disappear, like your sketch won't be seen. Or you can draw a grid line if you'd like and make the same one on your reference photo, and like this you will get a very accurate sketch with just few lines. Having an accurate sketch is very crucial for every drawing, so make sure to have a solid one before you even start layering your pastels. I've shared some grid lines on my Patreon page. They are free to download, so make sure to check it out and download them if you want to draw with grid lines. The link is in the description down below. When it comes to pastels, I have to say that I absolutely fell in love with this medium so much. I discovered so many exciting things that you can do with this medium, as it's very forgiving, meaning that you can erase, smudge, layer light over dark and dark over light, have very beautiful details, but at the same time also have very smooth transitions. For example, you can get such awesome results if you want to get that out of focus look or the bokeh effect. You can layer as many layers as you like and mix and experiment with colors. Even if you don't have certain colors, you can easily mix either 2 or 3 colors and get the color that you want. And I also have to say that working with this medium is a bit faster than working with colored pencils. So whoever loves colored pencils but doesn't have enough patience to work with them, switching to pastels is the best thing here, as you will get some awesome results as you can cover larger surfaces, and also it will be much faster while drawing with either soft pastel sticks, spun pastels, or even pencils itself. But the one thing that you have to have in mind is that regardless of the fact that this medium is faster than colored pencils, for example, you still need to have loads of patience to get the desired look. Getting proper shades, values, and colors can sometimes be challenging with this medium. Also, if you love to draw animals, you will still need time to properly work on the fur, whiskers, and the rest of the details, and for this it takes time, as there are thousands and thousands of small hairs and you want to get like that realistic look of it. You have to have enough patience to work on it step by step. But also, I see this process as something very meditative, so if you see it like that as well, this method can take you to a very peaceful state of mind as well. So depending on how patient you are and how much you are willing to put in the time and the effort, you will be able to enjoy fully while working on the dog or a cat portrait or any other animal that inspires you to draw. So make sure to have enough patience if you want to draw animal portraits. Another very useful thing to know when working with this medium is that the best possible results for animal portrait is going from darker tones to the light ones. Now this is something that I absolutely love about this medium. You can have a very dark brown or blue, for example, and you can go over that color with a lighter tone, and like this you will be able to get some amazing results. Of course, having a proper paper again is also like it has a very big role in all this, as you cannot do this on every pastel paper, and even if you can, the results are going to look quite different on different kinds of paper. So this technique is incredible, as it gives you so much freedom to build up layers in the way that you want. Going back and forth with your lights and darks can have such a great impact on your end results as well. Your drawing will look bold, rich, and realistic if you practice this method enough. Playing with light and dark tones is crucial, and being able to do all this with pastels is simply amazing. This is another reason why I love working with this medium so much. Now, the next very important thing, as I mentioned before, is the paper, of course. I managed to get this amazing results by using Clairefontaine pastel matte paper, and I wasn't able to get such awesome results on Fabriano paper, for example, the pastel one. So this pastel paper is an absolute gold when it comes to working with pastels. It allows you to play with lights and darks, explore with colors, layer enough layers, and you can also erase some values if you're not satisfied with particular parts. They come in various colors, which is also very amazing and great, as the colors of the paper can really determine the end result of your drawing as well. And I think that having a colored paper can really help out in getting even more amazing results than with just the regular ones. You know how painters, before they start with a painting, they have a coat of some sienna color before they start to paint. So it's pretty much the same here. We already have the coat of the particular color that allows us to get some amazing values. So having a range of tone paper can also really help out in getting some amazing outcome, as on these papers you can work with lighter colors. The white or some very bright yellow is going to look so vibrant and so amazing, and again, having some great contrast can bring your drawing into life. It will definitely make it look very realistic. Another very important thing about working with this medium is to have your pencil sharpen as much as possible. Now here you will most probably run into the issues of your lids breaking too much while you sharpen, as this medium is not that easy to sharpen, and to have that very sharp tip, as you can get with colored pencils, for example, that's quite hard. So really exploring and trying to find the best possible sharpener for your pastel pencils is really, really important. To be honest, I still haven't found the proper sharpener myself for the pastel pencils. So I'm mostly using the X-Acto knife for a very basic sharpener, which I change like frequently because of the blades. But what I know is that the blade from the sharpener needs to be very sharp, so the lids of the pastels won't break. This is one of the downsides of pastels, for example, as whoever got used to getting those very, very tiny details will take some time to adjust to pastel pencils, as no matter how much you try to sharpen them, it's like it's never enough. But in order to make it easier for yourself, make sure to rotate the pencil in your hand as much as possible while drawing, because pastel pencils can be sharpened through drawing as well, as they are more like a chalk than a colored pencil. So either use some very soft sandpaper to sharpen your pencils, or make the sharp point while drawing by turning your pencil as frequent as possible. This is very important if you want to get like those tiny details and render the fur properly. The last thing, but not the least, and it's something very, very important, is that if you're a right-handed person, you need to draw from the left to the right, and if you're a left-handed person, to draw from right to left. Pastels are easily blendable, which makes them so easy to smudge as well. So if you don't want to smudge the drawing while working on it, it's really important to layer your colors step by step and avoid smudging your drawing with your hand. This can happen with graphite pencils as well, of course, even with colored pencils, but as this medium is more like chalk-based, they are so easy to smudge. This happened to me a couple of times. I say to myself that I will be very careful while working on certain parts, and then without even noticing when, I smudge some parts and then I have to work on them all over again. So this is something very important to pay attention to if you don't want the same thing to happen to you as well. I learned my lesson, and as you can see, I worked on this dog portrait in parts, and like this I minimized the possibility of smudging the layers as much as I could. So this is a very useful thing to know, as this will save you some time and the nerves as well. And this would be all when it comes to tips on getting a good drawing of a dog with pastels, which you can use not just for drawing dogs portraits, but also when it comes to any other subject, when it comes to drawing with pastels. This is all something that I find very useful, and I implement this in every of my pastel drawing. I truly hope you will like the end result of this dog. I enjoyed so much working on this one. I believe that this dark background gave him like a very, very cool and awesome look. He seems tough, but so cute at the same time. His name is Jack, by the way. He is such an awesome, cuddly little bear, and I absolutely had a blast working on this portrait. And yeah, make sure to leave a comment down below. What do you think? How this drawing turned out? Also, let me know what hacks do you use while working with pastels. If I missed something, I would love to hear that from you, as I believe every help means a lot. And someone will find this all helpful. So feel free to leave some of your tips as well, as we're all here to help each other out and support each other as well. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content. Enjoy watching the rest of the video, and I see you all soon in another one. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I see you soon. Bye bye.